This is the Victorinox Forester and this is the Swiss Soldier knife. These knives are actually identical. Same length, same tools, same weight. The only difference is the color, and the Soldier knife has a partial serrated edge and this one has a plain edge. Let's try to find an answer on the old question: which blade performs better for which task and which is the better all-rounder. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another comparison video. To be honest, during my bushcraft trips I never used knives with a serrated edge. But strangely, in the kitchen I use very often knives with a serrated edge. I have vegetable knives, I have tomato knives, I have steak knives, I have bread knives. But why do I have such an aversion with serrated edges as soon it comes to bushcraft? But before we continue, let me explain you the physical advantages of a serrated edge. For this, let's take the good old bread cutting example. If you cut bread with a serrated edge, only a few tips are in contact with the bread crust. But if you cut with a straight edge, a whole section is in contact with the bread crust. This is a plain edge. And nothing happened. And now, I take the tip from the serrated edge with the same pressure and it penetrates into the bread. So, as you can see, with the same pressure I penetrate much easier with the serrated edge than with the plain edge. Thanks to the wavy edge I have something like a sawing effect, and the tips provide a better grip on the bread crust so I don't slip off. Before we make the cutting test, let's make sure that both knives are on the same sharpness level. So, now both knives are sharp, and you have to know that this cutting edge has 25 degrees and this cutting edge has 40 degrees. And my friends, I really try to put by side my aversion for wavy edges. I really try to judge neutrally. I realized that I have something like 2 different topics of cutting wood. So this is more kitchen stuff and this is more workshop stuff. Let's start with the kitchen stuff. It's hard to judge, so I would say maybe a little advantage for the serrated edge, maybe, but it's about the same. Okay, cucumber. It's the same. Carrots. Sorry, no idea. Works both. Sorry. Onion. So, as you could see, I'm not the kitchen master, but I would say this went a little bit smoother. Bread. Yeah, the serration works better. Now the croissant test. The difficulty is that the croissant stays fluffy. So let's start with the soldier knife. No problem. The Forester. Ah, can you see this? So this is not faked. What a difference. Yeah. I would say here we have a clear winner. Soldier knife is better. Plastic foil from the feta cheese. Easy. Easier. I would say this works a little bit better. After food, let's go to the more technical things. Let's start with the cable tie. Okay, so I would say with the serrated blade you have like a bit more grip, but the cut himself is maybe easier with the straight blade. Yeah, it's 1-1. So the next thing we want to cut is a seat belt, and to be honest, I expect that the serrated blade will win. So we will see. Wow, super easy. Ooh, also easy. Sorry guys, I hope this is not boring for you, but this is the same. This is the same. It's equal. Sorry. Next test is cutting leather. I would say the cleaner cut I get with a straight blade, but I didn't use more effort for cut the leather with the serrated edge. Sorry, it's equal. Next test is carving wood. So my friends, I would say carving with the serrated edge works surprisingly good. I have two problems. The first problem is, as soon I come to the serrated edge, from the straight edge to the serrated edge, it stalks a little bit. And after, you get a rough surface. Can you see that? And the other problem is, because the edge is just grinded on one side, I'm not able to make a fine cut, because the blade is always diving into the wood. And here I have two grinded sides, and this is more equal. And here I have problems that the chip getting thick at the end. But nevertheless, I'm surprised how well I can carve with this combo blade. So let's try to cut cardboard. Yeah, you have the smoother cut with the straight edge, and with the serrated edge you become something like this. Let's jump to the rope test. I can't believe the whole world says it's easier to cutting rope with a serrated edge. But what I feel now is the opposite. So I have the feeling that like I hook with the teeth. And did make a cutting surface like this. And with the plain edge, for me the plain edge works better, sorry. Okay, the last test is a rope with natural fibers. Oh. Okay, this works a lot better with the serrated blade. So, now to my conclusion. It's really hard to nominate the clear winner. But I'm positively surprised about the cutting performance from the serrated edge. My aversion against this kind of knife was not really right. I would say for kitchen stuff and for the nature rope, this was a little bit better. For the rest, I would use the plain edge. Now to the question, which is the better all-rounder? I would say it's about equal, but the fact that the plain blade is so much easier to resharpen the knife in the field, this is my clear winner. I would go with the plain edge. So my friends, producing a video every week beside house, job and family need a lot of energy and a lot of time. And especially if you don't want to make just blah blah videos, and especially if it's your idea to answer the questions of your followers. I really appreciate your positive feedbacks and this gives me back a lot of power. But right now my energy tank is empty, and that's why I decided to make a YouTube stop for a month so that I can recharge my batteries and that I can enjoy the holiday together with my family. I will be back at August the 27th with full charge batteries and new ideas. And thanks a lot for your understanding and see you later. Ciao!